So if you have a pillow, you can go ahead and grab it and just sit it. I'm gonna do a nice, easy, slow sort of grounding practice today. You can sit right on top of it. And this will allow your hips to come just a little bit higher up off the ground just to lessen the pressure on your ankles or your feet. But we're not here too long. So once you're there, sit up nice and tall and take a roll of the shoulders. So shrug the shoulders up towards your ears, really squeeze there. And then draw the heads of the shoulders back. Maybe the elbows draw back and space a little more. Feel the shoulder blades squeeze together. And you might even hear lift your chin to open up through the front of the throat. And then draw the chin down towards the chest. And then drop the heads of the shoulders. And then come to a neutral. Just look straight ahead. And then if you want, maybe drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And come back up and drop your left ear to the left. And then reach your hands forward as you sit up nice and tall again, and then reach them up. Have your palms facing one another. And then draw your arms then out like a T, palms facing forward. And then take a breath in, draw the backs of your hands further back, and then lift your chin up here. So open up through the front. And then as you exhale, give yourself a big hug here. So, like you were wrapping your right arm on top of your left here, and then into your fingertips a little bit closer onto your shoulder blades if you can. And then take a breath in, lift your elbows, lift your chin, lift your face. And then as you exhale here, we need to round forward. You don't have to fold forward all the way down, of course, but just rounding enough that you can almost pull your shoulder blades apart and let the weight of your head be heavy here. Maybe even take a shake. Yes and no. Take note of what ankle or shin is in front. As you sit up nice and tall, take a breath in, open the arms wide like a T here, back of the hands, draw back, lift the chin, open the throat, and then switch the crossing of your legs. It might feel a little goofy, but we'll keep things a little even here. And then wrap your left arm on top of the right, inch your fingertips a little closer together if you can. Take a breath in, lift the elbows, lift the face. And then as you exhale, round forward. Just enough. You can notice that space in between your shoulder blades. Pull apart a bit. Weight of your head heavy. Another opportunity to move it around if you need to. You'll come up, take a breath in, open up one last time here. And then come back to neutral, but then bend your elbows like goalposts, right? So palms will face forward. Spread the fingers nice and wide just to find energy all the way through the arms here. Now take a breath in here. Think about drawing your elbows and your forearms back behind you. Maybe lift the chin. And then as you exhale, you'll bring the forearms together in front of your face. Elbows will touch, palms will touch. And then you'll bow the chest forward and you'll fold, maybe drop the head. So nice. And then take a breath in, lift up, lift the elbows, keep pressing the palms together. And then you'll come back to neutral. Now open the arms wide and then switch your legs here. So right shin will come, or for me, right shin will come back in front. Take a breath in, open through the chest, maybe open through the throat, lift the heart. And then as you exhale, bring the palms together, elbows together, forearms together, and round forward. So nice. Now take a breath in, lift up, and then come back to neutral, release. Take your hands behind you, and we're going to take what's called a reverse tabletop for a moment. So you'll plant your feet about hips width distance apart in front of you, and you'll take your hands behind you. I like to point my fingers out to the sides. If you want to start to draw the fingertips further back behind you to open up a little bit more through the collarbones, through the chest, you can try that on. But if you're planning to lift your seat here, I'll offer up that you send your fingertips out towards the sides here. And as you press down through your feet, you might even then lift your seat up. And then a little bit of a rock side to side. So you don't have to lift your seat so high right away that you drop your head back and all that. But I want you to think about pressing down through your feet to activate the back of the legs. And then you'll feel the belly muscles turn on a little bit just for support. And then you find this movement in the arms or the shoulders, rather. Just a little sway side to side. Take one more breath in, and then you'll gently lower the seat. But I want you to sit in front of that pillow, right? So now you're sitting in front of it. You have it back behind you. Maybe slide it a little further away from you. And then you can bring the soles of your feet down towards the ground again. And then take a little slow roll all the way down. So your heart, like the back of your heart here, your upper back lands on that pillow. Okay. Some not all pillows are created the same, right? So your pillow might be like super, super fluffy and your heart is like high up off the ground. Or if you want to like take two pillows and stack, totally also an option. But even just a little bit of lift here allows your chest to open up. So take a breath in and reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Feel the heads of your shoulders lift up off the ground here, like your shoulder blades almost spread apart a bit more. And then keep the weight of your head heavy on the ground as you open the arms wide, like a T shape. And then you can even close the eyes here. If you want to wiggle walk the feet a little wider apart, you can, and knock your knees together. Sometimes that feels really nice, low back. If you need to soften the elbows to lessen that sensation across the front of the shoulders, the front of the chest, also an option to even bring your arms down a little bit, like a 45-degree angle versus like a full 90-degree out to the side. Also an option. So just find where you can land with a bit of ease and opening through the front of your body. Take a breath in and you're there. Maybe open up your mouth, letting out a slow sigh as you empty. And do that a few more times. Breathe in. Slow sigh out. Fill all the way up and empty all the way out. Land here just for a few more moments, noticing the breath flowing in and flowing out. And see if you can stay in this mental space of just observing, feeling grounded, feeling supported. Find a little bit of movement in the fingers and the toes. Observe more movement in the wrists, in the ankles, You might even reach your arms overhead and lengthen your legs further forward. Maybe even point your toes forward. Really pull your toes, your fingers apart here, like one long body stretch. You can rebend your knees if you need to and just roll off to the side of that pillow. Keep your eyes heavy if you can. Sitting up nice and tall once you're there in a seat. And take a big breath in to fill up through the front side of your body. Feel it expand with that space you've created. Maybe you open your mouth, let out that slow, gentle sigh. You can even bring your hands together, maybe in front of your heart. Maybe bow your chin towards that space, just finding a little bit of gratitude for your breath, for movements, whether it's big or small, gentle or full of ease. And for creating the space in your day, to create space in your body, space in your breath. Maybe feeling a little more grounded with that space in your mind. And you can blink your eyes open, take in a little bit of light. Thank you.